Hi everyone, welcome back to the Zicast. I'm your host Ryan Ziaks, and today I'm joined by Videographer Mella.
Hi, I'm William. I'm a videographer.
Yeah, great to have you here, Will. So on my show, I interview people, I get to know them better, and I'm hyped to learn more about you, Will. So how about you kick things off by telling us a bit about yourself?
I just graduated from Quinnipiac University with a media and television degree. And then from there, I kind of started getting into some internships to try and boost my career. I'm trying to get into something like photography, videography, but mainly I like to dive into sports and do video that way. Something I think I'm talented at and enjoy doing. So this past couple of years, I've been doing some internships involving sports, and then went back to Quinnipiac for my master's, which I'm now doing my thesis for.
Yeah, and you've combined your love for filmmaking, your love for sports a lot, which is how we know each other, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you about where kind of your love for sports starts from, and then we can get into your love
sure.
for film.
Well, this is really funny, but at first, my dad didn't like this. I mean, I wasn't into football at all as a little kid. My dad was super into it, but I hated it. I wasn't into it, which was really, really weird to me. But it was like one day, I don't know, maybe I'm in like fucking fourth grade, something, and I'm watching football with my dad, and suddenly this becomes the coolest sport of all time. So I would every day, I stopped doing homework and shit. Every day after school, I would just go outside and play football with some friends or kids that lived in the neighborhood. So football really was that sport, but the problem was my dad wouldn't let me play it until high school, which really kind of broke me, bro. I really wanted to play as a young kid. I feel like I didn't get that experience, but that's okay. Where I take that, I played a lot of sports. I played lacrosse, played basketball. I do think I was best at lacrosse. That was my best sport. And it's a shame, actually. The only lacrosse movie I really know of is Crooked Arrows. If you ever heard of that.
I'm not.
Oh, dude, Crooked Arrows is... I haven't watched the movie in a while, but it's a great film about lacrosse. Definitely look that up. Crooked Arrows. But mainly, I played a little bit of football in high school. Didn't really go anywhere. I mainly had an eye for media stuff. I found that love in high school. So when I was a freshman, that's when I really picked up a camera. And my love for sports just kind of meshed with that, I'd say.
And it's interesting that your dad, not letting you play football till later, he has quite the background in football. What was it like? Can you tell us about your dad's, because he's a coach for Cheshire Academy.
Yeah.
Tell us about kind of what it was like kind of growing up with that.
When I really knew he was a football coach, he was at Southington High School in Connecticut, who is now just their powerhouse football team.
Yeah.
He did a lot of winning there. I think he was there a good 7-ish years, and then from Southington he moved. I'm gonna skip a couple places, but he went to Avon Farms, which is how I got that opportunity to go to high school there. Which was really, really a special experience, and it's an education that is really powerful in a lot of ways, just because of how you're treated there. It's more of a college-styled academic area, and it's all boys, and you know everybody there, 400 guys. So it's really just, that's kind of how I got prepared for college. From Avon, he coached at Avon for 7 years. He won 2 championships there. 1 year we went undefeated. That was the year I played football there.
Yeah.
We won those pretty special rings. Actually, I could show it.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
And you were a running back, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
right?
yeah. Unfortunately, when I made varsity my sophomore year, which a lot of people doubted at that time, but I worked my ass off for that position. My dad was the head coach, so there was a lot of bias involved. And people thought, yeah, this kid just made the team because his dad's the coach, that kind of thing. But I worked my ass off that year, and my dad didn't want to put me on the team. So he actually told me this after. He was about to throw me on JV and just let me play there as an experience kind of thing. But his assistant coaches are the guys who put me on the team because they saw like the effort I was putting. It's really about that for football. It's showing you care. It's showing your effort in practices and games. Coaches look for that, and that's how you improve in the sport.
Yeah.
But to keep going with your question, after Avon, tried a couple areas, couple places that weren't really his jam, and then he eventually stumbled upon Cheshire Academy, where we are now. Was a coordinator for a couple years, and now this was his 3rd year as a head coach.
Yeah.
So
showing that right there in the Zicam, that sick ring. It's interesting because you normally think that Zicam, like coach has a kid on the team, you would think they'd be easier on them, but I feel like it's usually the opposite.
No, yeah. My dad was never, ever easy on me. That's never been a thing.
I think that bodes better for the kid as they grow up.
I'm so glad he did. I mean, I would rather have been raised the way I was than just be, be soft, basically.
And what's it like kind of being around, because your dad's been able to win a lot of bowl games, so essentially championships in high school football. Just what's it like being around that?
We're used to winning, for sure. My family's always been an athletic family. My mother is the athletic trainer for the women's basketball team at Quinnipiac University. She's been doing that her whole life. But to be around so much winning, you try not to keep your head there,
Yeah.
Try not to expect winning, but really that is what we aim for. That's what you aim for. And why play? What's the fucking point if you're not going to fucking win? So, excuse my language. Should probably not say that, but that's how he would say it. He would say the same thing. What's the point of going into it if you're not expecting a win?
Through a documentary we worked on with the team, which we'll get into later, I interviewed your father and I asked him, like, because near the season they need to win some must-win games, and he said to me, well, every game's a must-win because we're going in to win. So that mentality, and I'm curious how you bring that mentality into the work you do as a filmmaker, as a videographer, so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Well, you have to keep your standards high, and I feel it does translate well like sports do. It's the same way you go to a practice, like shooting and editing, especially this style documentary that we're doing. This is the biggest project I've ever done, and it's very advantageous. It's out there. It's more than I've ever tried to do.
Yeah.
But this is a passion project, and it's one of those things. Like if you love that sport, you just want to keep doing it. You love it. You practice it. You hone it in, and this is that kind of story that makes me just want to keep doing it forever. So it's just like how, let's say, one of the players on the team wants to improve themselves, get into the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the same way as a director like me or a cinematographer like me wants to keep growing their portfolio.
Yeah.
And I don't know, get that dream job they wanted.
Sports and life always intertwine in those ways. But let me take you back to really wanting to become a filmmaker, because sports, it was kind of just something that was always with you. What led you to wanting to become a filmmaker and videographer?
I honestly have to give credit to some other people. One who's in this room right now. To give credit to Mr. Aidan Oberman. For I as a freshman, I wasn't gonna do anything film related. I did photography in high school, but I was kind of like cutting out of it at that point. I was going to go be a criminal justice major, and that did not work out. I ended up becoming friends with a couple guys that were in the film major, and I switched it that year. And I kind of just I rode that out. Because of my experience in photography, I felt that I could translate that kind of well with my creativeness to videography. And Aidan, like myself, we have a taste for comedy, and I feel that our tastes meshed pretty well when we were creating films, and that built that love for film. And where we are now, I feel like that built parts of who I am as a filmmaker.
And you were able to work on a lot of things together. Anything that comes to mind of film projects you worked on at Quinnipiac?
A lot of our films that we worked on were a lot of fun. A lot of fun films. We never really took our films too seriously at college. But we wouldn't make a poor product.
Exactly.
We did one 24-hour film challenge. Unfortunately, we tried to do some other ones, but those just didn't pan out. We did one, which was our senior year of college. We did something called That's Life, it was basically a Thanksgiving dinner comedy that didn't turn out well for the host. We did a lot of comedy films, and that shaped kind of what we like to do now. We had a lot of fun. And that's kind of what built our group for our capstone as well. Me, Aidan, we wanted to do something comedy, but...
Yeah, comedies are difficult a lot of times in the student film space because it's either funny or it's not. Yeah. And sometimes it can miss the point. But especially seeing a lot of your guys' work, there's, from a cinematography aspect, there's always a bit more to it. And I'm curious to ask you about the Boys Will Be Boys, your guys' capstone, if you want to talk about
that. Absolutely.
24-hour film challenge, for those who don't know, you have to make a film in 24 hours.
We were up, or I wasn't, Seta and Holly were up editing in my house until like 5 in the morning. So,
who were a
props to those guys.
Yeah. So just wanted to explain that for the audience. And then if you don't mind telling us about Boys Will Be Boys.
I'm not going to lie. On this podcast. I'm going to speak my truth. So this film was difficult, but I had a great time doing it, and it was the ultimate experience that I could have had. I think it's something that needed to happen, and basically I didn't find Boys Will Be Boys to be successful, and neither did many of my group mates, and it's unfortunate. I had faith in this film, and I was in the editing room with a couple of my group mates, and there were points where we just kind of lost track of what was going on, and it felt like the film kind of fell apart. So we never really sent it off to festivals, and that's what really disappointed me. No one really took it as seriously as I wanted it to be took, and I felt like at points I was the only one that was taking it seriously. And that's what kind of sucked. There's no one to blame for it, really. It just is what it is, and I felt like it was more of an experience for everybody to kind of get their foot in the door. I'm not mad that it's not successful, but I wish it could have panned out a little better.
I appreciate your honesty in this regard, which is essential. And also, it's just, film is kind of like football is the ultimate team sport. Film is the ultimate team sport. And sometimes when you're with a big group, like for comparison, I was an English major, so my capstone was essentially a big book report that I wrote by myself, of course, with the help of peers reading it or proofreading it and teacher proofreading it, but mostly myself. Film, everyone's involved, and sometimes things can just not work out the way that you wanted to. And can you tell us a bit about what the film is about?
Boys Will Be Boys was a LGBTQ film about a frat and a frat party that was going on, basically a house party where there's a closeted person who's our main character. His name is Willie. And at this party, he basically gets outed by a bully. And there's a fight scene in this film, and he's secretly in love with one of the frat members. So this film ultimately ended with a fight scene, and then the two main characters end up leaving, and that's our end of the film.
Compelling story. Plays on a lot of expectations of things, as like frat is a big dude space, and then
it was really right on the nose, and maybe that's why it's like I feel like it was way too on the nose. It was a learning experience, and that's like as well as I can put it, really.
And that's why you go to school, to get those kinds of learning experiences.
Exactly.
To learn with people, learn who you want to work with, learn even who you wouldn't want to work with, or learn what you want to make and what you want to say with your voice. And also, I mentioned videographer, camera operator. You operate camera for Quinnipiac Games.
I do that.
A fun story I would like to say. So I recently, at the time of this recording, went to a Quinnipiac hockey game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw you. I was with a group of my friends.
My gosh.
I saw you coming in. Or I walked past you and you texted me, was that you?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. And then you said, I'm getting you on the Jumbotron. So
I had to find you.
Yeah.
So, dude, oh my gosh, this is so funny too, because I hadn't done camera in a long time. Because technically, I'm a master's student, so I still have access to campus, but I'm not really there. I needed a job in January just to get some extra side cash, so I texted Sue if I could come do camera, and she had some openings during the break. Yeah. So. Who are we playing? That was a big game. There was a lot of people at that game.
Yeah. It was Harvard.
It was Harvard. I saw the back of your head and I recognized you. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that was crazy. I've done camera for 6 years, actually. I've done that camera since I was a freshman, which was awesome.
Yeah. And you were going to get me on the dance cam.
Yeah.
So I saw the thing at the top, or the Jumbotron, and it said dance cam, and I just look over at you, and you're pointing the camera directly at me. Yeah. And then it's just on my group of friends.
I was locked in.
I was originally going to do this 6'7", but then I remember that I'm a grown man with a degree.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I hit the you can't see me.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. You know, who was, it was Sean. Sean put a picture up of,
Glep from Sleeping.
It was Glep
from Smiling Friends.
Yeah.
But Quinnipiacified.
Yeah,
with,
exactly.
Like, the Bobcat. So, yeah, what's it like kind of operating cameras at these hockey games? It's just a staple of Quinnipiac.
That's the coolest experience. I did it for, I've done it for in the spring too, for acrobatics and tumbling, and I've done a lot of basketball. I feel like I'm very, very good at basketball. I've done hockey and basketball for the longest time. And that's actually, that big cam operating job is something I'm looking for professionally. Yeah. Like there's stadiums, very like NFL stadiums or NBA have those big cam ops.
Yeah.
And that's something I'd definitely love to pursue as a job.
Yeah, Quinnipiac has a lot of great programs too, with all the hockey team, the acro team, basketball team.
You know what a shame is? They introduced the sports production program as soon as I graduate.
Yep.
And that's like all I wanted.
And you've made quite a basketball short film.
Yeah.
With, some friends
it's called
of
Garbage
ours,
Time.
Where it's these two guys are our good friend Jordan Stewart.
Yeah, Jordan and JJ.
And JJ was his co-star in the film was a basketball player.
Yes.
Himself.
Yeah. JJ played for Quinnipiac for a while. He's a dog. He was part of our group for Bosley Boys. He was our set designer.
He was a basketball player and a film.
No, yeah, he's a film major too. Yeah, so we like connected with him, and he was more than happy to be a part of that film.
Yeah. Can you explain the plot of that to us?
Yeah, so it's basically just a 1v1. It starts out as a 1v1 in basketball, but we then learn it's just two people playing a video game against each other, and they're playing for money. And then the guy that loses, they're betting. Yeah. They're betting money on the game. But the guy's mom died, and he didn't get any inheritance money, so he's pissed that he lost. And he says double or nothing, and then they start again, and that's the end of it. It's a nice little short one.
Yeah.
It's just dry, funny comedy, really.
Yeah.
JJ just demolishes Jordan in the 1v1, and it's like, it's one of my favorite films. It's nice, quick, fast, fun sports comedy, really.
Yeah. And you guys were able to shoot it on Quinnipiac's basketball court, too, which made it even better.
Yeah, so it was right in the arena,
jerseys.
So it was cool.
And kind of speaking of filmmaking projects about sports, I think it's time we really get into a documentary about Cheshire Academy football team called WETSU. How about you explain the whole process of that for us?
WETSU is going to be a documentary about the Cheshire Academy football team and my father, Bill Mella, who is the head coach. And this is going to follow the team across their entire season from 2025 and the ups and downs they had in between it. So they played 8 weeks of football. It's a hard knock style documentary that just follows the team as they go along. It's a really talented, special group of guys, and it's been a pleasure to follow all of them right now.
And what's also really compelling about it is that it's a prep school football system, which was very foreign to me. Like for myself, I played high school football at a public school, but then learning about Cheshire Academy, the community, and the way that the program runs, it's very much like college where they recruit players and a lot of really big-time football players aspiring to be Division I. So there's that element of players, their future. What have you tried to express about that through the documentary?
My dad coaches his teams like college because that's how he started. He started as a college coach. So his schemes are all college based, and he builds his teams for these guys to get better. That's why you come to the school.
Yeah.
Prep based schools, if they're an athletic prep based school like Cheshire Academy, you come to the school to get better, to improve, and to excel. That's how he runs his program. That's why this team's special. These guys they grow over years. He gets guys as freshmen that are going to be superstars by their junior, senior year. And I think that's part of why his coaching style in Cheshire Academy is so crazy, because he had 11, 12 guys from this team signed to a college this year. Just crazy. That's a lot of guys. It's like a 40-person team.
And a lot of players through this program kind of coming in and out of this school, and a lot of a great lineage of players too through Cheshire Academy.
The idea started maybe in June or July of last year, and it was just a conversation with my dad in our kitchen of our old house in Simsbury. So we were probably having a chat for like 2 hours or more. It's like late at night, it's like 12 in the morning. And we basically come up with this idea together. He's telling me about his team. He's telling me about his recruits. He's kind of hyping them up to me. And it feels like a perfect opportunity. And at this time, I have nothing going on. And I'm looking for something to do. So when it's a little earlier than that, I have to say, because in May, we do this pro shoot. So I must have started this idea way earlier. But our first shoot day was in May. It was like May 15th-ish. The guys that are going to come back in August for camp, but this is basically a day for showcase, college coaches, whatever. We basically start shooting from August to November was like our main shooting months. I would be shooting almost every day, if not every other day, for that entire time. August was like 10 days in a row, then week 1 through 10 was September to November, and as we know, in November we came home with one of these,
which is the champion of their bowl game,
which is the NEPSEC Danny Smith Bowl champions. In November, we ended up getting that win, going into Dexter's house and taking it, which really is just the cherry on top.
Yeah, Dexter being the rival school. But kind of through filming this documentary, do you have a favorite moment?
Dude, there's a lot of favorite moments, because there's comedy, there's hard moments, there's funny moments. I said comedy, but there's sad shit. There's hard shit to watch. There's yelling, there's hitting. It's raw. It's real. I'm not going to leave things out.
Yeah.
There's a period, Aidan loves this too. There's a period in week 8 that is immensely hilarious. One of the kids leaves his helmet at home during an away game. So we're at Andover, 3 hours away.
Yeah.
We're 3 hours away. And this kid walks up to Coach. We're walking in the building. And he goes, Coach, I forgot my helmet. My dad just starts dying laughing. He just starts laughing at him in his face as he's walking down.
Aidan is doing an impression of
dude,
Coach Mella on the back.
Basically, the kid walks away. He turns to my camera and he goes, his helmet.
Going to war without a
His
gun.
helmet. That's like going to war and leaving your gun. And he's that animated too.
Yeah.
He's an animated guy. It's what makes his personality crazy for this.
Because I was going to say, your dad is quite the character and gives us a lot of those different kinds of emotions. What was it like working with him, not just being your dad, because he's been your dad, he's been your coach,
right?
And now he's been your main character. What's main character Coach Bill Mella like?
It's not different at all. He's the same exact guy. He's not hiding anything. Yeah. He's not faking shit for the camera. Because that's not what he's gonna do. It's not his type of person. So, him being a main character, it almost doesn't feel any different. Yeah. It feels like he was meant for the camera. This guy loves talking and just being on camera, and I can tell. Because He's used to it.
Yeah.
He was in sports media. He was a journalist. So he's not shy either.
Yeah.
And no way in hell would he ever change his coaching style when a camera's in his face. Yeah. Nothing's gonna change that. So yeah, he's special as a coach. He just cares.
And it's that authenticity, because it's always relating sports to life. People can spot a fake. The guys in the locker room can spot a fake.
Oh, yeah.
And even in a space like this, if you were podcasting, people can spot someone who's being fake. So it's that enthusiasm, that authenticity that's key to leading people like your dad does. And that's what's helped make him so compelling.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But any of the storylines we were able to cover during the documentary, any of those really
yeah. So we can talk about a couple of those. The biggest thing was around week 6 when I was kind of thinking things over, like thinking back, like, wow, this could be bad. Because after week 6, I mean, we were up and down for a while, record-wise. Winning games, losing games. And, of course, if you're shooting a documentary, you want the best ending you can get. You want this team to win it all. You want everything. So, at week 6, we're sitting around 3-3, and that's a little scary because now we only have 4 games left, or 3 games left, and we need to win the rest, or we're not going to get that bowl game or chance to go to a championship. So, that's the craziest part of the entire documentary, is the way this team turned things around so quickly. And I can't just give it to the team. I have to give it to the coaches too. It's insane how fast the team turned the fuck around and won 4 games in a row and then a championship against a team they lost to earlier in the season. Which is it's not that easy to do. Is to go back when you're losing to a team, beat them the next time. So
it takes great sailors to steady the ship. And you guys were able to do that even against quite a high tide, and then be able to go and win. And all of this will be shown in the documentary through a lot of dramatics.
My gosh.
And of course, I'm very appreciative you brought me on to handle. So I like to talk about my role, which was really fun because you're the director.
Dude.
My friend Aidan in the back.
I couldn't have done it without Zicast here. I'm so for real. Because, I mean, if I didn't have a team the way I did, man, I don't know what the fuck this would look like right now.
Yeah, you assembled quite the team. Amari Brennan, another shooter. Alex Kendall.
I mean, Alex Kendall, the GOAT. Alex Kendall, the GOAT. Amari Brennan, the GOAT. Aidan Oberman, the GOAT. Carl Brooks, the GOAT. Matt Kashavarov, he was there too. The GOAT Presley Smith, and the GOAT Ryan Ziaks.
Thank you.
Chris Bavaro.
And something really fun, you brought me on to handle the interviews, so I would take a DJI, which is like a small camera.
Dude, you were a lifesaver for that. I'm so serious.
And I would go around to, let's just say we were at a game, I'd go around to fans and ask them about the games, and then that evolved to me helping to handle interviewing the coaches and some of the players, and that was really fun.
We really transitioned that into you becoming a main interviewer because, man, I got tired. I got so tired, Ryan.
No,
I'm being honest, it's really what it was. And I was like, Ryan's really good at this. He has his own podcast. Let's have Ryan do the interviews. So it was really, really great that we had you on field for interviews at first, because those really were necessary. And I know we don't have a lot of them, but it's good that we have some. And then, we've done how many interviews, man?
Countless.
I have at least 25 big interviews that we've done. So
and I love it because it was something new for myself, because I always interviewed people on here. I don't have a journalism background, but it was fun because of course podcasting is more of a conversation interview like that. It's more just about them.
Right.
And it was fun to pick up on stuff because I feel like Aaron Andrews going up to somebody after a game. The players.
No, that's so true. You're like a reporter after those games, and it's like, that's basically what it was. Because I mean, it was hard to ask those too, right after losses, because we had some in week 4 that I know they were hard for you. Because I'm looking at the kids in those interviews and they're pissed.
Yeah. And they're great kids, and they still will, because I would ask a lot of them.
No, every single kid on that team is great. They're all great people, great kids, great parents.
Yeah, and I would ask them, like, during the game, like, hey, would you be, after the game, be able to do an interview? Yes. And even after they lost, they still came up to me.
Every kid was respectful, which was great. It's not like anyone was shoving it off or anything, you know? I feel like everyone wanted to be a part of it, too, which is really, like, we could talk about the banquet. Remember that? Like, you had, a line for interviews.
Yeah. So we had a banquet following the season just to celebrate the season, celebrate the seniors. Right. And we were seeking to interview some parents, some kids. So we had like a little interview corner, and we even showed our really sick trailer there. Yeah. And then at the end we said, hey, we have an interview corner.
Go check out the trailer. Yeah. It's released on Instagram
on the WETSU.
On WETSU.short on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay, and then I believe it was Aidan who said, like, yeah, we have a little interview corner. Come see us after the banquet if you want to talk to us. Yeah. And then after it, we just have a line of people waiting, and then I'm there, and I'm going one by one with little brothers and sisters and moms and dads. And that was really fun. It was fun to learn about this community, because a lot of players travel from all over to come to Cheshire Academy. But it's all seamless. Like, you would think these kids grew up together and grew up in this town.
Yeah, that's the environment in prep school. I mean, I had the same thing at Avon Farms. It is like you know everybody, because you do. You have scheduled days from 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. You're there all day, and you have a schedule. You have right after school ends, you're going to athletics, then you're going to dinner, then you have like a study session, something like that, then you're going to bed. Yeah. So every kid's oriented and scheduled, and they all know each other. And I feel like that makes such a huge difference, especially in athletics. Yeah. Because these kids are bonded way more. Yeah.
And it really is, because I know Cheshire Academy is intended to be college prep. Yeah. That's kind of the college life. Exactly. Especially as like a lot of these kids want to go Division I and all the pressures that come with that, which the documentary dives into. And now, since we're kind of nearing the end at the time of this recording, nearing the end of production on the documentary, leading into a editing process, how do you reflect on the whole thing? Like, is it what you wanted this to become?
I would say it's perfect, Ryan. I would say I wouldn't have had it go any other way. I feel like if it went any other way, it's not as good. Yeah. I don't want to share everything about this doc, but I feel like it ended pretty damn fucking well. Yeah. And I have a beginning, middle, and end, and it just kind of wrote itself, and that's what's special about it. I didn't have to do anything. The kids did it. Yeah. The coaches did it. It wasn't me. So I'm just a director that had an idea to shoot them, really.
I'll happily accept my championship ring.
Yeah, right?
Because Aidan,
hey, we're still getting rings.
Yeah.
So,
we don't have them yet, but we will be receiving championship rings.
There is going to be a photo. I'm going to post it. It's going to be all three of us flicked up with rings.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about with it? I know you don't want to give stuff away.
With WETSU. Yeah. I'd love to. I want to talk about some of the kids, actually, because I'd mostly just like to talk about T.
Yeah. Tristan Washington, one of their captain star players.
But Tristan was a captain and is a captain on the team. He's been a captain for 2-ish years, 2.5. He runs a 4.340. Yeah. Which is very fast. If you don't know, it's like NFL speed. He's a very special player, very special kid. He's going to Rhode Island University for football. He's graduating this year. He's the nicest kid you'll ever meet. Yeah.
Very charismatic.
He's very charismatic. He cares about everybody. Yeah. And I just want to point that out, because it's not just the kids that are good at football. They're not just good at football. Yeah. This kid has character, and you don't see that too often. You see kids that are really good at football, but they're good at football. They don't really care about, I mean, like, Tristan cares about others on the team. He's taking care of like the younger kids that are just starting. He's a real captain.
Yeah.
Because he leads the team like a coach would. And I feel like that's what makes the difference with T. My boy could win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, he's a great role model and a great representation of the school, because this documentary, it's a kind of about Cheshire Academy's culture in a lot of ways. And I feel like having him, of course, there'll be many more captains and many more players, but he's kind of the baseline of what you want one of these players to be like. Because
he's more than a captain.
Yeah,
he's way more
like a staple of the team.
Yeah,
the rock. It's rock. That's who keeps it together.
He's closer to a coach than he is a captain.
Yeah, he received glowing reviews from everyone we spoke to.
Right.
People in the staff at the school.
I mean, he'll receive glowing reviews from me. I'm glazing him right now.
Yeah, just pour it on.
Yeah. Glaze.
Just pour it on.
But it's true though.
And like your dad, him, it makes it, like you said, much easier to kind of curate this story to bring it all.
I mean, the hardest part about this is, I mean, I've had conversations with the head of the departments and stuff about runtime. Runtime's been very difficult.
Yeah, as it is for film.
Because this is a documentary that I've been filming every single day forever.
Yeah.
So
you've covered their practices, their games, events, all these interviews. It comes up to be a lot.
Exactly, and there's not too much to keep, a lot to throw away. But my favorite part about this is there's a lot of bloopers and a lot of my dad's personality is just to be funny.
Yeah,
it's the funniest reel I'm ever gonna make.
Oh yeah,
like his inner self is just a comedian. And he tries to be. You know, there's this one saying he has. I don't know if you'll want to include this, because this is kind of weird to include in a podcast. Talks about kicking his dog at practice a lot. He doesn't actually have a dog, I promise.
Figurative, yeah.
But it's like whenever he's angry, he'll say something just completely out of pocket at practice, and usually it's like, you shouldn't really say that. But I'm looking at the camera. But there was one time this season he talked about going to Petco to buy a new puppy, just so he could kick it. That's one funny moment I'm thinking about. There's other sayings he has too that are just ridiculous.
I think it's the football coach personality. It's to have fun, but also scream your head off. If you're mad.
Exactly.
Trying to be an asshole.
That's the thing. He wasn't even happy at that practice. He was pissed. And that's him trying to be funny at practice. Guess I'm going home and kicking the dog. That's like how he would say it. Me and you had the wonderful opportunity to interview Evan Deckers.
Yeah, it's another great story.
Yeah.
The current long snapper for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who played for your father at Avon.
Yeah.
A lot to say about your dad, his coaching style, how he impacted him. Just not to spoil it from the documentary, what we're going to talk about, but he was originally a quarterback.
Yeah.
He was originally a quarterback, and then your dad suggested he transition to long snapper, and now he's gone on to
He played at UMass, and then he played at Duke.
That's correct.
He played at UMass and Duke, and then he was in and out of the NFL a bit. He played for the Bucs, or he got signed by the Bucs to the practice squad, then cut. Then their long snapper got injured, I think, and then they signed him back on, and he's been playing on the Bucs since, which is sweet. I was good friends with him in high school. Yeah. And a great story, actually. You mentioned him switching positions, but Evan actually influenced another one of our buddies. You know what? He's in this photo.
Oh, wow.
He influenced him to...
You could show that.
He played... Yeah. This is me right here, but next to him, we have his name is Luke McKay. He played long snapper at Lehigh University. He got a whole degree from practicing with Evan, basically, and he became a wonderful long snapper.
Wow.
I don't know what happened to him after Lehigh. I know that he got that opportunity, though.
What was the purpose of the Evan Decker interview?
To showcase my father's ability to create players. And, I mean, he's done the same for a lot of guys. He sends them to colleges on good degrees. He's changing positions. He changed Evan's position, and it sent him to the NFL.
Yeah.
He sent a couple people to the NFL. But
what's a better coaching story than impacting a player story than that?
He's changed. I think it was a couple years ago, but there was a kid who went to Army who used to play quarterback at Avon. He switched him to linebacker, and he was the meanest linebacker I've ever seen. He's done that for so many players I know. And sometimes he makes these offensive guys play corner, and it turns out that these guys are just way better in that position. He can see things that these players don't even know.
Yeah.
He can move this guy from corner to maybe, let's say, wide receiver, and he could be 10 times better. And I would have no clue. Yeah. But he sees it before I do. And that's just an immense talent to be able to move somebody to a position.
Yeah, it's kind of that...
And know the outcome. It's crazy.
It's that kind of like being around the block, because you've probably seen a lot of kids like those kids, and he knows. And I think that's such a great talent to have, or one of the greatest talents to have is knowing, or being able to fit people into different places and know where people can best benefit you and your team.
It's an incredible talent, and I believe he's gotten it just over the sheer amount of coaching he's done, and because he talks a lot of about a lot of experience in the first interview we did with him, because I have him go over everything he's done. And he is like over 15 years of experience in college football, and then like 25 in high school.
Yeah. And where did he coach in college?
He coached at Western Maryland University and Trinity College, and he did 2 years at Wesleyan University. So I believe that's all college he coached. But he was very successful at Trinity, and he started off at Western Maryland. So that was like a year or two I think he had there. But he was very successful at Trinity College. And then he brought all of his college schemes into high school. Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah, and it's voted.
Balling.
Yeah, he's BOing. He's balling out.
Yeah, you see this? I know you see this.
Yeah. And also something kind of just one last thing about WETSU.
Sure.
What did it kind of mean to you in the end, kind of seeing your dad's work all these years and then being able to cover it? Like, what's like that feeling?
Yeah. You know, that's crazy. I haven't been asked that. Because, like, I used to just be in the stands for most games. I mean, I watched him coach at Southington. Yeah. I watched him coach at Avon, and then I eventually went to Avon. So, I've been around it my whole life. It's crazy to actually cover it. I never really thought I'd do something like that, you know? So it's special, but it also feels like a job at the same time because I have to stay focused. But really, it's just, you know, I know my dad appreciated it so much.
Definitely.
Because he wanted this just as much as I did. And there were points in the season where he'd be like, I'm so happy you're here. Yeah. I'm so glad you're doing this, that kind of thing. And that kind of reintegrated that kind of feeling that, like, this is working. We're doing a good job here. And he's excited about it. And that's more the point for me. I want him to like this as much as everyone else is. Yeah. Because it's about him, really. Yeah. It's about him, this team he's building, and the guys that are there helping him do it. Yeah.
It's a great way to archive, too, because that's something film is an asset for archiving him coaching, you and your filmmaking work, and then just that team of really special group of players, really special group of young men, just all together. And it's something even they can look back on years down the line of wow, this was me,
Yeah.
my senior year of football, whatever else, winning a championship with my brothers, this family.
Right.
So it has that kind of special emotional layer. Do you feel that too?
No, yeah. That's also, I've thought about that because it's going to be really special for the seniors on the team too. This is something they'll look at for sure. Like it showcases. I know T is going to appreciate this the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Because he loves this team. He loves Cheshire Academy. He loves Coach Mella. He was 100% for this too. He had as much love as Coach did. And yeah, those guys are going to appreciate this and look back at this. And I hope they do, because it's part. It's their life on camera for a year, 100%. Basically. Ins and outs of them on the football field.
And not every high school team gets a camera crew following. Not every team period gets a camera crew following them, following the ups and downs of their seasons. Because
shout out WETSU team.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned you had an experience where you saw a fan of another team and you asked, "What are you guys doing?" Like, "Oh, we're a documentary crew for this team," and the kid said, "Oh, that's Aura."
Yeah.
So you gave them an Aura boost to anything else you wanted to reflect on with WETSU?
I'm ready to. I mean, right now we're in post, so we have one interview left, really.
Yeah, with
the big man himself.
Big man. Big WETSU.
Yeah, with Big WETSU. So, $100 to anyone who can guess what WETSU means.
Yeah, we will not explain it here.
I'm not telling you what it means.
It's a special.
You won't know.
You have to be in the know to know you know.
Yep.
To get to know
more about
you.
More about the know, you're not gonna know.
Yeah, and to get to know more about you, Will, how about you tell us some things people might not know about you, like any fun facts?
I have epilepsy and or seizures, and apparently it's depressing, but it's only depressing if you make it depressing. You live with it, or I mean, I live with it my whole life. I've had it since second grade, and you know, they don't really go away. They kind of just have medications that kind of take hold of them, or you can kind of have brain surgery. So that's like, I recently did did a EEG. I don't exactly remember what EEG means, so I'm not gonna say it and sound like a fucking idiot. I was in the hospital for 6 days.
Yeah.
And they put like all these nodes all over my head, and like I have cuts on my forehead right now from it. But they monitor your brain and take you off your medication.
Yeah.
And monitor you having epilepsy, seizures. So mine aren't light sensitive or anything. They're like usually health based, sleeping, eating, that kind of stuff. But mine typically just happen no matter what.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Mine happened through my medication, which has been happening a lot recently. So.
And how do you handle that when?
So how do I handle it? It's more like I just take my medication. You have to sleep and eat well. Right now is really just I'm trying to find where they are in my head.
Yeah.
And maybe they can extract them, which is brain surgery. But yeah, mine are bad. Mine are bad seizures.
Bad because you don't even remember them when you.
No, they've gotten really, really bad the older I get. Really, that's all it is.
Yeah.
I used to have focal seizures, which means I usually aware of what's going on when I'm having them, and I'm awake.
Yeah.
And like I can see myself having a seizure, but nowadays I don't know that I'm having them. So sometimes I'll wake up, and this is like TMI, but I'll wake up and there's like throw up everywhere. Yeah. So it's just it's what I live with. It's my health thing. So you deal with it, man.
Any advice for overcoming that for someone who struggles with it?
I just try to stay positive. That's really all it is. Medical visits are hard. They always are. But like, you just gotta stay positive. That's really all it is. Because this is a what's the word? Diagnosis, or like a thing that is hard to solve. Especially because there's so many different types of epilepsy. shit, and most people don't understand it because it's a neurological issue, and it's hard to extract, especially if you can't find it. So you just try to stay positive and keep moving towards maybe a possibility of getting it out.
You mentioned, is it light? Like, does working in film ever cause?
So yeah, no, mine are not light sensitive,
Okay.
which is really great.
Yeah.
Because I can drive now.
Yeah.
Like if I was light sensitive, you can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like you can't leave your house basically.
Mm.
You're not allowed to drive. You're not allowed to operate anything really.
Yeah, you can't even go to the club.
Nah, bro, can't go to the club. Can't get turned.
Yeah.
Sucks. I know. It's fucking terrible. This is gonna be the funniest Zicast. Fuck, no club for me. Yeah. But like, I mean, I'm cool. You know, epilepsy's been, it's just been my thing. That's what happens.
It's tough way to transition into my next question, which is, what's one thing you love and one thing you strongly dislike?
You know what I like? I love my profession. Because it's flexible. I feel like it's what I want it to be. It's creative. I'm a photographer at heart because that's where I started, and I just creation is in my blood, bro. It's really what it is. Something I hate. Hate the Bears.
Big Packers fan right here.
Oh, I hate the Bears. You know who I low-key hate, bro? Aaron Rodgers.
No, you don't.
I don't. He's right. I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I secretly fucking love him, and I shouldn't. Seriously, though, something I don't like... well, things are going well, bro. It's not really something I don't like, bro.
What are some of your hopes and dreams, professionally or in general?
Hopes and dreams. I'd like to get to the NFL. That's what I want to do professionally. Get to the NFL. No, I don't care what I'm doing. In media, photography, videography, I don't care. I'd like to do photography. Yeah. Because I think that's probably what I'm best at. But yeah, if there's a main goal, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Main goal, blow up.
My main goal is to blow up.
Man, act like I don't know nobody.
And you kind of have a great audition tape for that through WETSU and what you're able to
Yeah, so
create.
low key, Ryan, that's part of it.
Yeah.
This is like a great way to get myself
there.
Yeah. Like, I'm doing a football documentary. I feel like I could probably send it to the NFL.
Yeah.
And they
ESPN
would think
Plus.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I want to send it to festivals first, and then we could see that, do a distribution run maybe, something like that. I don't want to sell it first.
Yeah. It's a difficult process figuring that
all
out.
I mean, it's going to be my first time fucking doing this, really. So,
yeah.
It's going to be an experience. But.
And we've kind of talked about filmmaking. What are some of your favorite movies and why do they resonate?
Oh boy. You ask this to everybody, don't you?
I do, yeah. Aidan's an OG Zicast listener.
Psycho 1960 is one of my favorite horror films of all time.
Yeah.
But
basic ass fucking film bro answer right there, dude.
I'm gonna throw rocks at you. Well, I really love The Irishman. That's a beautiful film. I think it's the longest film I've watched, but I've watched it like maybe 20 times. Love that film. On that same kind of route, Goodfellas is beautiful.
Big Scorsese fan?
Yeah, maybe. There was one. Shut the fuck up, eat a dick. There's another film I had in mind that I just lost because Aidan won't shut the fuck up. But fuck you, asshole. I had it.
Let me guess. The Dark Knight.
No.
Pulp Fiction, of course.
No,
Dude.
dipshit. I have. Oh,
Big
dude.
horror guy.
The thing is, I do really love Midsummer, but that's not like my favorite.
Mhm.
But I really do think Midsummer is like a very. I love unique horror films. Very unique. They need to be weird, awkward, crazy, and like insane. Like Tusk is a movie I would watch for fun. It's that weird.
Something like Sinners comes to mind.
Oh my
horror movie.
God, I love Sinners.
Sinners is like
Saw that in
different
theaters.
genre,
I saw that in
Yeah.
theaters, and it was perfect. I thought that was it deserved everything that it got. Ryan Coogler's so good. That was such a
100%.
good film.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler. I love that. I love the. You know what? I actually didn't watch it when it came out, but the second Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
I loved it. Thought it was great, and I didn't hear great things about it.
Dude, did you know what the original plot was when like before Chadwick?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I know Coogler would have ate up.
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
It was supposed
fucking
to be
ate
like
it.
Black Panther, like T'Challa and his son.
Yeah.
Like, teaching him like the way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it would have been so
The Black
best.
Panther. Rest in peace, Chadwick.
Yeah, bro. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
And overall, Will, I want to thank you so much for coming on today. And I'm curious if you have any motivational words or any plugs or anything you want to leave the audience with.
I do. You know what? Wake up every day. Get out your bed. Get out your house. That's it. Go do something.
Real.
Go do something. That's really it. Because, you know, what's the point of staying on? You know, just go do something. I'll create something. Go create something. That's really it. Go to work. Go have fun. Go for a walk. Go play outside. Fuck it. That's really it.
Yeah, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your work, for bringing me on
Right.
this amazing documentary.
Right. I could, dude, you were so helpful.
Allowing me to meet a lot of really incredible people, work on a new thing.
Yeah.
It's been great getting to know the both of you in this room. And great getting an interview here. I mean, when I first met you, I thought, like, wow, he reminds me of Travis Kelce. And then I've been waiting to say that, and this is like
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Why Travis Kelce?
You have a similar personality to him, like a very, very big personality.
Yeah, okay.
So that,
avid listener of the Kelsey podcast.
yeah. So that's why you kind of reminded me of him, and then being able to get to know you better, drive up to all these games with you, and be a part of this project. It's really, really special, and it's fun.
Yeah.
A great way it got me kind of back into film after I graduated, because I'm graduated from
I'm
Big
glad
Back,
I could get a lot of people that were just not doing anything
Yeah.
to just want to come help.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, the special part about this team was everybody wanted to be here. It's not like anyone was getting paid, dude.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wanted to be a part of it. And we're so down for it.
Yes.
Aidan fucking came from Poolsville, Maryland.
Yeah.
And he lives here in Connecticut now just to work on this fucking project. That's how special this project is to everybody, and that's what it means. I mean, it's that big, and I think it's that special.
Yeah. And it speaks to you a lot as the director, as the leader of this team. Like your dad leads your football team, that you're able to create this fun little community in and of itself through WETSU. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. And as always, this is Ryan Ziaks of the Zicast, where everyone has a story. Signing off. Thank you so much for watching.